Say we're rolling? Oh, sweet. Let's get her liked and shared real quick. There we are. I see us. Good morning. Hey, happy Friday, Liliana. Thanks for getting on. Do me a favor. Can you share it? Just for me? Can you type in there whenever you share it? This is the best damn redhead I've ever met. Even though he's annoying. Just for me. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Grind. If you don't know who I am, my name is Josh Harrell, a.k.a. Benny the Kid. And this morning, I'll be on the Morning Grind. Tommy Davidson. GTT is normally on here, but this morning you get me. So, hey, hopefully you enjoy it. If you get something out of this, do me a favor, do us all a favor. Please like and share the stream. And leave a comment if you don't mind. Zena, hey, thanks for getting on. Zena, I told Zena I was going to be on here. She kept her word. She said she'd get on. So, thank you for getting on. Ed, have you shared the stream yet?
I'm doing it right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Just for me. So this morning, our 60 seconds of gratitude. What are you thankful for this morning, Larima? Tell me.
Getting up.
You're thankful for getting up. You're thankful for awakening from the sleep.
Having a job.
Yep, having a job, making some money. Well, what are you thankful for?
This team.
The team. Hey, me being annoying, huh? Are you thankful for that?
Yes.
Okay. You know, it's always great to be thankful because if you're in a bad state of mind but you're thankful, it's very uplifting. So be thankful today for something. Our 60 seconds of gratitude this morning, we're thankful for the team. So speaking of the team, we've gotten some new people in here over the past few weeks, past few months. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what are you thankful for this morning, Noah?
Man, I'm thankful for friends, family, people hold me accountable each and every day, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most thankful for.
Man, that's heartwarming right there. We've got, like I said, we've had some people, new agents come up in here the past few weeks, past few months. As a matter of fact, if I had to put a number on it, I'd say we'd have 5 new agents, or 4 new agents, 5 new agents within this little time frame. And you know, with new agents comes a lot of responsibility for the more older, seasoned agents. They have to step into a role that's extremely uncomfortable for them because it's something that they're not used to. They have to step into a role that is, something that they've looked up to since they were a new agent, and that is being a leader of the team. So speaking of the team this morning, this is what our topic is, what it's like being a leader here at GTT Homes. What's the hardest part of it? For me, I have definitely stepped up into more of a leadership role for the new agents. Would you agree with that, Liliana? Liliana thinks I'm annoying for all those people on here. She called me annoying yesterday. I was helping her. Hey, Belinda, thanks for getting on here. Hey, if you don't mind, can you please do me a favor and like and share the stream? So, yeah, yesterday, Liliana, I was helping her out, making her phone calls, pushing her a little too hard. She's like, you're just so damn annoying, Josh. Why didn't you just back off me for a little bit? Hey, I don't want to be that guy, but hey, I was pushed whenever I started out of here too. So that's how it was. Whenever I was coming up, it was very, very annoying being pushed. But it's always been a good outcome being pushed like that. So what it's like being a leader here? What do you feel? What do you think it's like being a leader here, Larima?
There's just learning how to manage different emotions.
Mm-hmm.
The way people work is not everybody's the same. Everybody has a different personality, a different type of work ethic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just learning how to manage.
Make sure everybody's on the same page, even though everybody's different.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. To be successful in this business, you gotta be able to be coached. You gotta be able to have a leader, have a mentor, have somebody that you can look up to help you become successful. A lot of people, have that mindset like, oh, I'm gonna get into this business. I'm gonna go on my own. I'm gonna be solo. Do everything my way, and it just really doesn't work out that way. I would say there's a very small percentage of people who can do that, get up there and get in this business and really kill it without even having a leader, a mentor. So Noah, let me ask you before you take that bite of salad, why is it important to have a leader? Why is it important to have somebody you can look up to whenever you're first starting in the business?
So they give you a path. They give you a guidance. They can advise you to skip or not make the mistakes that they made.
Right.
Yeah.
Without having training, having coaching, I feel like you're lost. You're out there in the ocean on a float, nobody around you. You have nothing. I mean, you really have no guidance at all. So
real estate school only teaches you the laws. And
that's right.
Keep you out of trouble, but I mean, it's a lot different once you get in the field and start working with people.
There's a lot more to it than just them damn rules that real estate school teaches you. I don't even think real estate school really teaches you anything business. As far as learning how to sell, they teach you obviously the real estate stuff you need to know, but they don't teach you how to handle people, handle objections, handle different situations, which that's really what the game is. It's really what this business is about. So the hardest part for me being a leader here is, obviously, if you guys don't know, I'm 20 years old. I'm extremely young. I started whenever I was 18 years old. I think I had just turned 18. I might have been 18 for a couple months whenever I started. So I'm 20 years old right now. I've definitely stepped up into a leader role position, and it's extremely hard because some of the people that I'm teaching, how old are you?
26.
26. How old are you, Noah?
23.
23. How old are you? 29. I mean, some of the people I'm teaching, they're 5 to 10 years older than I am. And it's extremely tough, especially, I would say, for people that are older, looking down on a young little 20-year-old like, who the hell does this guy think he is? Why is he telling me all this shit? Why do I need to know this? Why do I need to listen to him? Do you have that feeling?
For you? No, towards you, no.
Hey, you can be honest. Jeez. Do you feel like you have that feeling? I mean, even in the slightest bit. You don't have to sit there and be like, oh, you're 20 years old. You can say, I mean, yeah, you're 20 years old. It's a little weird learning from somebody that's 20 years old. Would you say so?
No.
Well, damn, thanks for helping out. No, I'm just kidding. If I were your age, if I were 25, 26, 29, and I was learning from somebody that's 20 years old, I'd probably have that thought. I would think, damn, this guy's young. Who's he think he is teaching me,
Really how you carry yourself, though.
And that's what I was going to talk about after I get done getting choked up. Sheesh. The hard part about being young is I'm extremely passive because, teaching the older people, I become passive. Do you know what passive means?
Yes.
What do you think passive? What do you think I mean whenever I'm saying passive? I'm a passive leader whenever I'm young.
So you probably let stuff slide.
Right. Exactly right. I couldn't have said that better myself. I let stuff slide. The other day, obviously my job, my goal is to make people better on the phones, making, do their phone calls. And I think you and Julia were going out to Creekspin, and we had some phone calls to make. And you guys, I was like, hey, look, we need to make phone calls. And y'all were like, well, we're going to Creekspin. And I was just kind of like, okay, go to Creekspin, do your videos, have fun. You know what I mean? I was being passive, where I should have been more aggressive and been like, hey, look, wait. We're not going to Creekspin until you guys knock out these phone calls. You know what I mean? So that's where it sucks being so young and being a leader because, I do get a passive mindset. Do you know, how could that really hold somebody back, having a passive mindset?
I'd say you really can't take control of situations in your environment.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, how do you overcome that?
It's something that I just got to get bust out of my little shell. I'm in this little shell right now. I got to punch through it, make a hole, and get out of there. Being passive really, it holds me back from being an effective leader. I'd say so.
Yeah.
Even though I might come off as annoying, I might come off as an idiot or a douchebag, like somebody that really just you don't like to be around. It's effective whenever you're like that. A passive leader really does not get you the results that you're looking for, the production you're looking for, and that's something that I need to overcome. For sure. So that's the hardest part of it. Now the easiest part of it, it's not all dark and gloomy and rainy over here. We got some easy parts. What do you feel like I'm about to say? Why is it easy for me to be a leader, Liliana?
Why is it easy for you to be a leader?
Mm-hmm.
Because you've gained that knowledge, so now you can pass it on to the new people.
I've been through it. That's exactly right. I've been through it. all the stuff that nobody really wants to do, making phone calls, doing the trash, doing the chores around here. I've been through that. And I feel like in order to become effective a leader, you need to go through that kind of stuff. You need to be put through the ugly, the bad. You need to be put through that stuff. I made, in my career, since I've been here, I'd say I made right around the 20,000 call mark. I made 20,000 phone calls since I've been here. So cold calls, that is. Not, hey, calls to my mom and my sister. These are cold calls of people who really hate me, who really want me to just leave them alone. So, how do you feel like that could help you out as a new agent? How do you feel like somebody that's made that many phone calls, that much outflow, could help you out?
You can guide me and know exactly what to say and how to say it.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it's effective? Learn from somebody that's made 20,000 phone calls. Hey, do you feel like I'm decent enough to be teach you, tell you?
It was weird learning from someone younger than me.
Right. Okay.
Because I noticed how much time we put into it.
Hey, that's a good point. I like that. Thank you. So another thing, I've been through some stuff, but I've been led before by the people by really tough people. Tommy, Weatherman, Drew's led me. Some other really tough people and good leaders have helped me out. Hey, even my best friend Joe Rich has helped me out a little bit. So though I look up to them as good leaders. I look at them like, hey, they taught me this way, and I feel like it's my obligation to teach the new people coming in. You know what I mean? That's my duty to be able to take what they've given me and implement it into something else. You get that? So that's it's extremely important because I feel like that was their main goal. Teaching me, coaching me up whenever I first came here. It's it's not easy. So
Pass it along.
it's like the old domino effect, the old switcheroo. I give you a little information, you give them a little bit of information. So I feel like another thing too, and y'all can chime in. What do you feel like another way I lead by? Like, I feel like I do a good job of leading by example, but I want to hear it from you. Like, how do you look up to me as, hey, you do this, and I watch you?
Teaching.
Mm-hmm. How so?
Just being interactive and willing to interact whenever somebody needs something.
Mm-hmm. So more of like an interactive, more like, hey, hands-on, let's do this together. Gotcha. What do you see me lead by example?
You hold them accountable.
It sounds like you're having a hard time over there. Holding them accountable. Okay, so I hold people accountable. So say, like yesterday, I feel like I was holding you accountable and you thought I was annoying. So obviously that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to lead you by saying, hey, look, this is where, we need to be. But to get there, we need to do this. Make phone calls. Hey, instead of making 30 phone calls, let's make 32 phone calls. Let's push a little bit farther than we need to go. So that way, you get that little edge on somebody else who's only making 30 phone calls, So I agree. That accountability is definitely something that you need to look up to if you're, starting out. So why is becoming a good leader important? I know a lot of people think like, oh, I can just be led. I can be a good this. I can be a good that. But no, why is becoming a leader extremely crucial? Why is it important?
I feel like when you become a leader and you start teaching, it makes you better.
That's exactly right. It makes you better. I feel like I've gotten a lot more clear since I started teaching, since I started coaching a little bit. I've gotten more clear in my head, like, okay, this is how stuff is, it's how it's supposed to work out. This is how stuff is going. This is how I need to, implement this situation. This is how I need to implement A, B, C, whatever the case may be. This is how I need to start doing things. I get so much clarity just by teaching. And it doesn't not just phone calls. I'm talking about other stuff too. So another reason why it's important is, obviously, you're to get to where you want to go, which hopefully is going to be through the roof success. You got to have people under you. You got to have people under you. You can't do anything, or you can't get to that number of success alone. And you got to have people that, you coach, you teach, you're leading, you're showing them the way. And that's extremely crucial because, you don't get to the Grant Cardone level. You don't get to the Tommy level. You don't get to the big time level without leading those people.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, what do you feel like comes with with leading great people, not just the greatness or like the great.
Responsibility.
Yeah.
Time, energy, focus. I mean, you have to constantly, like Tommy says, I mean, you have to constantly be bettering yourself and up in the knowledge that you have so that the people under you feel like they're not bettering you.
That's right.
Because if they think they're bettering you, they're not going to listen to you and they're not going to respect you.
I wish I had a board I could draw like this is where you need to be and this is where the people under you need to be.
Yeah.
And as they grow, you need to grow. You need to keep going up because if they catch you, they're going to surpass you and it's going to be more like, okay, now this person thinks they're better than me. I'm not taking that leadership role. I need to, step my game up, whatever that case may be. So, with great leadership, I do feel like comes great reward. You get a lot more, I could say this. Tommy always says this, hey, how many hours did I work last week? And everybody's always like, I don't know, 60, 70 hours. When in reality, because he's led those people. He's had these people come up before him. He's probably, how many hours did you work last week, Tommy? Thousands of hours. Hundreds of thousands of hours been worked without even having to put any work in himself. He's put in that leadership so that that's how that works out. And I feel like comes great loyalty too. That's another thing that's huge. If you're a great leader, you definitely will get some good loyalty in there. So, what do you feel like, Noah? What do you feel like some rewards that you get from becoming a great leader, other than the time, the accountability, all that I just said?
I know when I see, like early on when I was teaching, Cassidy or Julia, and they come in like some newborns and they don't know much at all, and we start teaching about cold calling and closing and how to show people. I mean, then seeing them actually do it without me,
it's very rewarding.
Man, very, very rewarding.
It's a cool feeling.
That makes me feel great. That's probably the best reward I could see. I mean, obviously, there's probably some financial benefits somewhere in there. But,
yeah.
Besides that, I mean, I like seeing people grow and develop.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say that's the number one thing. That's like seeing that growth that you could be selfish and say that you caused, but they did the hard work. But essentially, you did help them come to a point where it's like, hey, I'm growing. I see that too. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. Seeing that payoff for them, that's huge. Like seeing Edward set an appointment on a phone call. I feel like that's huge. I was in there one time and he set an appointment. Or no, you set the appointment. You set an appointment. I was telling you, hey, this is what you need to say. Ask him. Set the appointment. It's today, isn't it? That appointment. Hey, that was really rewarding for me. I was extremely excited for you. So, well, hey, that's all I got this morning. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Please like, comment, and share the stream if you don't mind. And we will be here next Monday for the morning grind at 8:30. Thanks for watching. Shut us down, Van.